welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One. Let's get into the news, people. The 20th of October 2020, even into the 21st, that's Tuesday night, is one night that I know was so much for a lot of people. Personally, I could not handle it. I could not handle it. Like, I just went off and I just seen all that happened. I just don't want us to remember all that, but there's no way we can actually hide all these things. You know, we have to talk about them. That Tuesday, when I saw what happened, I lost it completely. I couldn't sleep. I found myself waking up at night crying intermittently, and I was asking myself, why are you crying? And then I'll be like, no, these are human beings and all that. And the funny thing is, when I woke up the next day, I found out that a lot of people went through the same things I went through. People couldn't sleep. They were living in fear. In fact, the whole of that week was just not it. And I had to stay off social media for my mental health. And I understand that certain people went through it different ways. People went through all that has happened, the protests, the shootings and all that. People went through it in different ways. I really hope that you have been able to come out of it. And you know the good thing is that, well, we are alive. God rest the souls of people we lost. The good thing is that we are alive. And right now, I just want us to know that it's not the end of the road. Just get your PVCs, get your permanent voters card. When it's time, you vote for the right people. And we should also keep on knowing much about our history and knowing more about our society and how things work. It will really help us come in the future. Still talking about our future. Now, Desmond Elliot, the lawmaker representing Socialmediaregulation at the Lagos State House of Assembly, yes, he was dragged on social media for apparently calling for the regulation of social media. Now, according to him, what he was just trying to say is that if the country is not careful, social media might just lead to the end of us as a nation.
Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today. Except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria?
You know, even Information Minister Lai Mohammed, yes, there was a clip that was going around social media where he was talking about the fact that this thing called fake news would ruin us. And that's the argument. The argument is social media is being used to disseminate a lot of fake news. And, well, we have people who, on one hand, believe that it's high time we regulate social media in Nigeria. But we also have people on the other hand who are like, people should just leave social media alone. Well, looking at social media, we all can agree that social media has both its good and its bad sides, and it's something that even I can agree on. But I feel that, looking at the government, I feel that if the government wants to clamp down on fake news, they can do that. We have lots of youths out there who are tech savvy, who know a lot of things about all these things about social media, and I feel that the government can actually employ these guys and then help clamp down on this thing called fake news. It happened to Donald Trump. Like, his tweets sometimes get pulled down. I feel that the government can actually work with these kind of people to help clamp down on fake news. That's one. And then secondly, the government, the leaders should learn how to communicate with people. Now, if there is anything like fake news outside, there's wrong information spreading, the government, the leaders can come out and speak about it and say, you know, this is not what is happening, this is what is actually happening. Then coming to the people, we that use social media, I really think that we should learn how to disseminate our information. Like the spreading of fake news. Most of the time, if I'm looking at WhatsApp, sometimes you have people just forward things to you, and sometimes those things are not even genuine, and then the person will tell you, oh, just forwarded to me too, and I'm like, you don't mean it. We need to check our information before we spread it to other people. Fake news has killed a lot of people than even doing good. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I really don't know how this is going to end up. Do you think, or are you for the regulation of social media, or do you believe that social media should just be left alone? Comedian Craze Clown is someone I would like to refer to as October's miracle baby, or one of October's miracle babies. During the week, he was involved in a ghastly motor accident that claimed the life of one. And just after Craze was able to, get over the whole thing, when he was able to come out of the car, he made a little video about the wreckage of that car.
This is what I just survived. I just survived this. I just survived this. Oh my God.
Then later, he also posted a video of himself thanking God.
You've done so much for me, I cannot tell it all.
Well, we had people who were moved by the video, people who were saying that this is really touching, wishing him all the best. But we also had people who were like, I don't really get why you would sit down, put on your camera and be crying while listening to an instrumental. There's one thing I would say, however, that most times these kind of things, when they happen, you really don't know how you would react to it. Personally, sometimes you would tell yourself that, hey, when this happens to me or when that happens to me, this is how I'm going to react to it. Sometimes we would rehearse certain things, like even proposals, like when you're being proposed to, how you would react, like, gosh, you know what I'm talking about, now. we would practice and rehearse all these things, but when they actually happen, your reaction might just be totally different and unplanned, like different from how you actually planned that you would react to certain things. So that's my own take on the whole thing. But I'm really happy that he was able to survive, and I wish him the very best. I'm still talking about comedy, guys. So there was this news about Basketball that was going around social media. Now people were saying that it's like Basketball wants to leave comedy for music because they've been seeing him or listening to some songs that has his name on it. And people were asking questions like, is he going through a form of midlife crisis? Is he really going to leave comedy? Comedy is his trademark and all that. Well, I got to talk to Basketball about this question.
No, let's talk about music.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, Basketball, you're into music now.
Not really into music.
But I listen to some of your songs. I listen to myself. I also listen to live. So what's inspiring this new change?
It's just because we're working on a soundtrack album for a sitcom that we created.
Okay.
So that's just it, and that's the reason why.
You decided to go into that. So is this like a shift from comedy?
No shift.
So I'm still Basketball.
It's just a project.
Guys, Basketball is a fine man. I just had to drop it. I just had to say it. He's actually a fine man. Well, let's leave it there. And with that, we come to the end of this week's episode of LucysQuickOne. I really hope I was able to make you smile. Do not forget to drop your comments, and of course share this lovely video, and of course don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so when next I post, people, you get to know first as usual. Take care of yourself, stay safe, I love you.